Hi everyone, my name is Cherie, and I would like to tell you one of my stories that I came up with that I would like to put on TV one day. And my story is called Love in the Air. It's about a woman named Sasha. She's light skinned and she's light skinned with hair to like bra to like the where her bra is at with curly hair. She's well built. She's 5'5". She has hazel eyes and she loves to swim. She loves to write. She loves to dance, and she loves to sing, and she loves to do new things. She loves to try new things. And it's gonna be about this fella. He is 5'7". He's Caucasian. He likes the nature. He likes to take pictures. He likes to go camping. He likes to do new things, and he likes to mingle and meet new people. And Sasha and Samuel, they meet at the airport. And the name of the TV show, if I haven't already said it, is going to be called Love in the Air. So Sasha and Samuel, they're going to meet at the airport. Samuel is buying something at the airport at the last minute inside the drink, and he's rushing inside the line because he's almost late to go through the security. How they meet is he accidentally bump up into Sasha, and then when he bump up into Sasha, they bump heads, and they gather his things, and they try to help. She tried to help him get his things together, and they end up realizing that they going back to New York because they only live a block away from each other. But they figure that out on the airplane. But they do realize that they going on the same airplane. They both go through security. Sasha sits in the seat next to this big guy who snores while he's sleeping. And Samuel has no one sitting next to him. And as he goes towards the bathroom, he sees Sasha's complaining to the lady, asking her can she move, and he simply states that no one is sitting by him. If it's okay, can she move next to him? And then he goes to the bathroom and then sits back down, and then they start to talk and get to know each other and realize that they only stay a block away from each other. She was meeting one of her cousins was having a wedding, and she was meeting them inside Texas, and they was going back to New York, and he was meeting an old friend back in Texas. They both came from the same place, and as they was mingling and talking and getting to know each other, in the middle of the conversation, Samuel asked Sasha which one is more important, age or love, and she just gave a look on her face like, why are you asking me this, and what's the point of this? And he was like, seriously, which one is important to you, age or love? And she said most definitely love is more important to her than age. And he said, if it's the Lord's will, for whatever the reason may be, we are not going to tell each other's age until next time. When it's ready for them to tell each other, we're not going to tell each other's age. And she was like, okay, I guess. And he said, if it's meant for us to meet each other, then later on in life we will tell each other's age. And then they had a lovely conversation on the airplane. And then they had landed, and they went their separate ways. So years went by, about 5 years went by, and they had crossed paths. He glanced inside the window and saw her. This time she was going to her sister's wedding, and he walked inside the wedding place where you try on dresses, and he was like, is somebody getting married? And she was like, it's not me, but how may I help you? Like, who are you? She couldn't remember who he was, but he most definitely was able to remember her. And then they got to talking, and that's when it clicked. She was like, "Oh, I remember you." And then they went to dinner together and started talking and catching back up, and they started going on dates, and then they moved in to get with one another, and then they got a dog for a little bit. His name was Spot, and they just fell in love. They only known each other for, after they reunited, they known each other for 6 months, and then they got married. And on their wedding day, that's when she was like, he reminded her, like, remember on the airplane when we first met? He was like, I told you which one was more important, was love or age? And she said, yes, I do remember that. And then he was like, well, they was 13 years apart, but at this moment of time, they was 13 years apart. They told each other their age. He was like older, 13 years older than her, so he was like about she was 20, and then he was 31. And she was 20, he was 33. But anywho's, and she was like, oh, and he explained to her that back in the day that she wouldn't have dated him if she would have known his age, because he was, young at the time. And that's when they realized that age does not matter. And they started to go hiking together, and they started going, because she she used to write, and he was a photographer. So they found some other friends who edited, and they had did TV shows and movies together. And then they end up having 2 beautiful kids of their own, a little girl and a little boy. And that's what I got for you right now.